Welcome back to OPTCG Central, your hub for all things One Piece card game related. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. It really helps us bring you more One Piece TCG matches and more.
That was super crazy. And now we go in top 16 game. We have Zoro versus Pudding for our first match. And Pudding decided to go first. There's no searcher. For Imu has to go second. And we see 7-cost stage, of course. And a Sharia on the first turn. It's a good search there to find your search event. 5 elders at your service. Then he has to trash 1 card from his hand. Decided to trash Mars using lead ability now. To trash the Sharia to draw 1 card. Now we will definitely see the search event. Checking the top 3. Oh yeah, guys, you are right. That Zoro definitely looks strange. Okay, now I see it. I was talking about Zoro the whole day, but it's Imu. It's not Zoro. So small mistake by our side. It's not Zoro. It's definitely Imu that Pudding has to face. So just a small mistake with the graphics, but that's fine. It's Imu. It's not Zoro. That's the matchup we saw yesterday. It was Pudding against Imu. So Quentin definitely know how to pilot this matchup. So still very, very interesting. But yeah, sorry from our side. It's not Green Zoro. It is Imu. So that also means we will probably have more Imu than I thought. Because for my counting, we had 5 Imu, 5 A's, 1 Bonnie, 1 Pudding, and 1 Lim. But then it should be only 2 Zoro and 6 Imus. Very, very interesting. Now Pudding decided to go with a search. We will claim the One Piece, Aido and Linlin, and Pudding is able to find Charlotte Linlin, the 10 cost. Definitely a key card in every single matchup. There's another search. That's a good turn to find another key card. Let's see. I see a 2-cost Katakuri and an 8-cost Katakuri in hand, but also a 7-cost Pudding and another 10-cost Mom. So okay, but he's going for that Pudding, so he can definitely play another searcher next turn. No Don left to play it this turn, so he will just pass his turn. So let's see what Imu's turn is. Using stage, resting 3 Don. Play up a Saturn. Checking the top 5 to find a 5 Elders card. Don't forget, guys, with Saturn you can also search himself. So Saturn can find Saturn. And also the search ability is mandatory, so you have to use it. I think you don't need to search for a card, but you have to check the top 5, definitely. Now we see for the rest Don another search with Sharia. There's a Never Existed. There's also a Valkyrie and a Mars. So 3 good targets. He's going for the Never Existed counter event. Then he will probably trash 1 from hand using lead ability now. Draw 1 card. And now no 5k swing. And that's what I said yesterday against Pudding. If you are expecting 6-cost Katakuri, you definitely not swinging this turn. Otherwise, Pudding will take this one, will only have 1 life up, and that's exactly what we are going to see. That means this turn he can only ramp once. If Mario decided to swing with Imu, then Quentin will definitely take this one. Then we'll play that Katakuri to flip his 3rd life. Downside, then swing with Pudding leader to ramp again, and next turn that would have mean that he will go up to 10 Don. But because he decided to not swing, he will only go up to 9 Don. So very, very important if you are playing against Pudding and Pudding has to go first, don't swing on the first turn when there can go with the 6-cost Katakuri. Very important. So let's see what Emu can do. So Mars is definitely not a good option. Only get rid of the 1-cost pudding, and that's something you definitely don't want to do. Because Mars is only KOing base cost 5 or less. So that could be another Saturn turn or maybe Valkyrie. You will see stage 3 Dawn and... Okay, it is Venus Judo, also fine. Now we will see a Saint Carlos. On play you have to trash 1 card from the top of your deck, and again no swing. Emu is going for the staff technique. Decided to not swing into Pudding's life. Now we see another 1-cost Pudding. Taking the top 5, find a 2-cost or more card. With a Big Mom Pirate, and there's a 2-cost Katakuri. So there is a 5k swing. Decided to counter this one out. There's a 7k swing. This one is just going to be blocked. And now we see a 8-cost Katakuri. That is restanding the 6-cost. And also ramping 1 Dawn. But first he's going to use that Charlotte Pudding. Just to see what his opponent's top deck is. Now he's restanding that Katakuri. Ramping 1 Dawn and passing his turn. Very, very smart. Use that Pudding. Because you will go up to 10 Dawn anyway, so definitely definitely very smart to have the knowledge of your opponent's hand. Well, let's see what Emu can do. There is another search. 5 Elders at your service. To your service. Some good, definitely good targets. He again never existed. Also see a Jupiter. There's no Jupiter in hand, then Jupiter could be a very good pick right now. But I also see a 10-cost 5 Elders, but there's already one in hand, so yeah, but he's going for the second one. And only 4 cards in hand, and there's, if I see it right, there's nothing to play out. So he definitely needs to use lead ability to probably try to find another character. Because I think his hand is only 1 Shirashi, 1 never existed, and 2 10-cost. So now he's going to swing with his Saturn. So it's 5k, probably into leader. Could also be into Pudding, not sure. But I think into Pudding. Wouldn't think to defend this one. I also think you don't want to block here with your Katakuri, because that Venus Juro can just minus that Katakuri and try to swing into him. So definitely important to not block. Then he can just do a big swing with Venus Juro into Katakuri. So 6k, so 5k was into life. He countered this one out. 6k also goes into life. And this time he decided to take this one. Oh. Going to attach 3 Dons to Venus Juro. And minus the 8-cost blocker Katakuri, but that doesn't matter because Pudding decided to take this one. Now, just very fast 5k swing, then probably 7k swing into Venus Juro, and a 8k swing also into board. But look at this, he's going to defend this one. An 8k swing, this one goes through, and now we see 10-cost Big Mom time. Heal up 1 life, trash up 1 life from your opponent, it's a counter event, and he's of course going to use that Pudding to check for the top deck of his opponents. Wow, very, very strong play here from Pudding. And like I said, yesterday he also played against Emu. He played that matchup super well. So he is definitely prepared for this matchup. It does look really good. 3 life, good board. But this turn could be the Tenko's turn. So he is starting off with a 7k swing from Saturn. And Quentin decided to take this one. Lead ability to trash the Saturn. To draw 1 card. Now it should be 5 Elders turn. We see 5 Elders being used now. Yep, you need to trash 1 card from your hand. Decided to trash Venus Juro. Now we can bring out all of the 5 Elders to his field. We see Mars, we see Saturn, we see Venus Juro, and we see Valkyrie, and not another Mars. It should be Jupiter. Isn't there a Jupiter? There is a Jupiter in trash. So Saturn ability first. To search the top 5, find another 5 Elders card. See some good targets again, and he's definitely going for that 10 drop again. Of course, you want to have as much tank cost as you can. Oh, the best would be 4, obviously. And he got 3 Dawn left, 3 life, and 2 blockers, so he will definitely use his Dawn to swing even higher. This time, it's a free block. And now he's going to attach both Dawns probably to swing 9k into the Katakuri and give that Katakuri minus 2k. So it's a 9k swing into 8. And of course, he is going to defend this one with double 2k. And he just passes his turn. So just a normal turn here from Emu. Now we see a 5k swing into Venus Juro, a 7k swing into Venus Juro. This one is going through. Now we see a 8k swing from Katakuri. He decided to block this one. 12k swing, again block, and another tank cost Big Mom that will allow him to heal up 1 life and trash 1 life from your opponent. Again, putting ability to see the top deck of his opponent. Just every single turn, a great value from that 1 cost pudding that is doing such a good job. Because, like I said, to have some hand knowledge from your opponent is very important. So Juraj is starting his turn with a 7k swing from Saturn into pudding life. This one goes through. Now he will use his lead ability to trash Saturn to draw 1 card. Now we see another 7 cost swing, 7k swing. There's some cards in hand, so you can definitely counter this one out. Also have 1 blocker on board. Just going to check his trash again. How much counter events did you use? How much 2Ks? How many 2Ks? And especially how many 10 drops are already out. So the second one is definitely coming this turn. Thinking of, I want to block here with Katakuri. And looks like he is, yep. Just a free block. Now we see 3 Dawn for the 5 Elders, 1 extra Dawn to use this ability. Need to trash 1 card from your hand to bring every 5 Elder out. We see the same again. I hope Ruben learned his sentence for today, because he will definitely join us in the next round, so he can practice and then he can show us what he learned from that 5 Elders ability. Another search. No Mars ability, obviously. Don't want to use it. Only target would be 1 cost pudding. Also, guys, this is a best of 3 matchup. So after this round, we will have probably 2 more rounds from this matchup. So Not the only round we will see from Pudding and Emu. We see a big swing into Katakuri, also minus into that Katakuri. And now a 7k swing into life, and this one goes through. So that was a huge turn from Emu. Pudding is going down to 1 life, but 2 big buddies on board and a 6-cost Katakuri. He's starting off his turn with another 1-cost Pudding. Back to top 5. We didn't saw a 7-cost Pudding yet, but now we see it. Yep, Pudding can search Pudding by herself, because the only restriction is 2-cost or more. So that could be 2-cost Katakuri into 8-cost, and then Pudding into another Katakuri. That was the turn that we saw yesterday. Looks like he's going for it. 5k swing into Venus. This one is countering out. 7k swing. Use another counter. 12k swing. He just blocked. Another 12k swing. He will definitely block this one. Like every single turn, you are doing the same. Now we will see 7-cost Pudding being played. Ability Don -2. Then if your opponent has 6 or more Don, you can draw 2 cards and then play 1 Big Mom Pirate with 6 to 8k power from your hand. Your best target is definitely 8-cost Katakuri. The question is he going for the yellow one? Yep, he is going for the yellow one. Of course, he wants to heal up his own life, because you cannot target your opponent cards, because that 5 elders are all protected if you have 7 or more cards in your trash. And he passes his turn with 2 Don up. Okay. So no 2-cost Katakuri, but I saw a slow beam in hand. So he decided to bring slow beam to his deck. That's a very strong counter event. But yeah, you definitely need to use it to the right time, because you're going to use it the first 4 swings that are probably coming. Then it wouldn't hurt that much, because you will replace your characters anyway. So yeah, very important to use it at the right time. So he is going for a 7k swing into the 7k Katakuri. And he's also giving him -2. Oh, there are not that much cards left in his deck. 6 cards left in his deck. Wow. So only 6 cards left. That's not a lot. So he definitely know what cards are missing that he didn't saw yet, because he searched so often. He should have known every single card. This attack goes through, and he also should know what he will draw from that leader ability. Another 7k swing. You don't have any blocker on board, so you need to counter this one. Maybe this is the time for slow beam, and it is the time for slow beam. Don -1. You can give your leader 2k for this battle, and then you can rest one of your opponent characters. So this card is just defending 2 attacks, very strong. And now we see another 5 elders the 3rd time. Going to use the ability, fishing 1 Sharia, and bringing 3 more 5 elders from his trash, so he will have 5 back. He trashed all 5, but doesn't make sense to bring them into trash and play them out. It's the same. Just want to save some time here. So we see Saturn picking up Saturn. No Mars ability, obviously, and you have 2 more swings into 2 life. So you can definitely not win this turn, but you have 2 blockers, 2 life, and a lot of cards in hand. So it, yeah, does look really, really good here for Emu. We see 7k swing, another 7k swing. Yeah, he just wants to check his trash again. How much counter events and how much 10 drops are out. Still thinking of. Okay, and for Dawn, he's playing another blocker, another Valkyrie, just to be safe. Oh, restand only at 9 Dawn. Reason behind it is because he did Dawn -2 on 10. So he will go down to 8, then Dawn -1 on. He wants to track the trash again, just to make sure. Okay. Looks like only 4 cards left in his deck, so if you know, okay, my opponent is playing, let's say, 10 to 12 2Ks, and all of the 2Ks are already out. One is obviously on board. You definitely try to think what cards are you going to expect from hand and from live. But yeah, doesn't look good for putting, to be honest. So he is starting off with a 5K swing, so he will definitely not go for game, but there's also no chance to go for game. Usuachi could have been a play because you can rest the Valkyrie, but there are 2 Valkyries on board and a Mars, so you need to have double Usuachi. And yeah, Juraj is still on 2 life, so not that easy. And double Usuachi also 6 Dawn to use, so yeah, not the best option. We can definitely say that. It's an 8K swing. And Juraj definitely need to count now. What is the best play here? The downside for him is, with Valkyrie, he need to draw a card, because the on KO is mandatory. You cannot draw up to 1 card. So we have double 12K swings. You don't want to block with Valkyrie, I think, because yeah, you don't want to be deck out. What is the play for pudding here? Is it the time for 7-cost pudding? Yep, it is the time for 7-cost pudding. Dawn -2. Draw 2 cards. And to play a big bomb pirate with 6 to 8 power. And I see a blocker and a yellow 8-cost Katakuri in hand, so there's a chance that he will decide to heal up 1 more life. And guys, I can say that last time we saw pudding on stream yesterday, I said 2 times that it doesn't look good for pudding, and then he did 1 play in 1 turn by healing up his life 2 times, by using 2-cost Katakuri and pudding to bring out 2 8-cost Katakuris. And yeah, that's how he won the game against Emu. So definitely everything is still up. He got a lot of cards in hand. He will have that 8-cost Katakuri that will bring pudding back to his life. He got 2 Dawn left, so could be counter event, could also be 2-cost Katakuri. I see another 8-cost Katakuri in hand, so he can play out the 2-cost and heal up his own life with his own Katakuri. Because yes, for the people that don't know that, with Katakuri you can also bring your own Katakuri that you played out back to your life. Because this character don't say different card. He's just saying you can add 1 character with a cost of 8 or less to the top or bottom of the owner's life face up. So really not that easy. But no, he decided to pass. Yeah, could be the reason because he got another slow beam in hand. He wants to use it by just defending 2 wings with 1 card. So Juraj is starting his turn with a 7K swing, and this one is being counter out. Okay, 1K. There's no 10 cost in hand, so yeah, maybe he has to go for game now. Another 7K swing. It's time for slow beam. Dawn -1. He's going to rest Valkyrie. Not Mars. That's interesting. I would definitely go for Mars, because now you give your opponent the option to play safe again. And this attack is also being defended. Because yeah, Usuachi is doing nothing against Mars, so I think Mars would have been the better play, but let's see. You can also use his Shirashi bot to deck some cards that he can find to play probably another turn. Oh, this game is super interesting. But I love to see it. That's a close one. So he's going for another 7k swing with Mars. And we see double Usuachi now. He got 4 cards left in hand, and these are 4 bricks. So with Emo Leader and a Venus Judo from hand, that would have been enough. So this could be game for Emo right now. He's going for a 8k swing. This one goes through. Now you just need to play out your Venus Judo for 3 Don. He's a 7k body. You can swing 12 with him, and that's definitely enough. So it's GG for Emo. Fist bump. Wow, what a game. What a first game. Very, very close one. But yeah, Emo will go up to 1-0. So we have probably 2 more rounds for our top 16 game, and we also have another special guest. Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Good. Hello.
Good morning, bro. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. You can see our match, Pudding versus Emu. We thought Pudding versus Zorro because on the bracket it was Pudding versus Zorro, but it was wrong, unfortunately. Wrong graphic there. It is Pudding into versus Emu. So the Pudding player that we saw yesterday, he was able to make it into top cut, and he has to face Emo again. We saw the matchup yesterday, and it was crazy. And now this time, Emo is leading 1-0, but it was again a close one.
It was really close, and having 2 Big Mom on the board, so many Katakuris, that felt a little short. I'm thinking if he had like a little bit more done, that he could play out maybe 2-cost Katakuri for 8-cost Katakuri as well. That's the signature play that they do nowadays with a yellow Katakuri and a purple Katakuri. Being able to play both of them in one turn is so powerful. Imagine you can play 2 big drops in one turn. No other deck.
There's another deck that can do that.
There's another deck that can do it really good, and that's blue-purple, of course. But it surprises me. Pudding is actually, it was really, really close. Played through the whole deck of an Emu. Emu needed all the counter events, and was, yeah, he had to go all in on that last attack with Noshiro.
Yep, absolutely right. And it was enough, so Emus leading 1-0 for the best of 3 matchup. Our bracket in general is super interesting. If there's nothing else wrong, our bracket leader should be 6 Emu, 2 Zorro, 5 Ace, and then 1 Bonnie, 1 Limb, 1 Pudding. This is our top 16.
Quite close to what we expected. I think we expected a little bit more of Green Zorro.
Yeah.
But 12 to 14 was the guess of being the top 3, plus some specials that made it. But I have a really hard time sometimes believing those extra decks. Like, okay, now we did see a Bonnie in top 16, but that Bonnie only faced 1 Emu.
Yeah.
So if you only faced 1 Emu, does that make Bonnie good, or did he just have a lot of, well, probably also good. Like, it's probably a really good player, otherwise you don't beat all the A's, Green Zorro, and so on. But if you only face 1 Emu as a Bonnie, you definitely also high rolled your matchups. That's what I want to say. And for example, my good friend Rafael, he played against 0 Emu yesterday, but he played against 5 Roger.
Wow. With Ace, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw it. That's so crazy.
So also a little bit depending on your bracket, of course.
Yeah.
and what you see. But if you don't see any emu as Bonnie, I can imagine that it can do really good.
Yeah, I can totally agree with that. But he was still managed to win that one emu that he faced. That's why Bonnie is our Swiss winner from yesterday. And now this time, because Pudding can decide if he wants to go first, second, he decided to go second. Emu is starting his turn off with a Sharia. So again, good start. Fill up your trash to find some good cards. For 2-Don, Pudding is playing nothing. No searchers. Not that good.
Really important cards at the start, especially in the mirror match. It's super important to have that searcher because you want to go as quick as possible to those threshold of 7 cards in your trash. So if you're playing the mirror match and your opponent is able to max one of your characters, it's basically over. In all the guides that I read, I'm comparing them a little bit, and all the guides say exactly the same. If your opponent is able to max, or you're able to max your opponent in a mirror match, one of the characters, you basically won. It's
Out on turn for Pudding. Turn for a 7k swing now. One goes through. Boss. Oh. Yeah, boss is going to use his lead ability. Yeah, it's Yume, but
yep, it's checking if it was too late.
okay. Yep, he cannot use it. Oh, that's super unfortunately.
We missed the ramp, but we did flip the life, so there is information right now.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Of course, in a friendly match, it would be very easy. Oh, the info is it's something that will be revealed next turn. But now we are playing for the high stakes. The winner of this gets that serial ace. And 8 cost chunks.
Exactly, yeah. So how are you going to solve this problem?
It would be actually very bad if they leave the life open because it's flipped and it's open information, but it can't ramp because then the following turn Pudding can't ramp as well because the life is already open.
My heart is broken. I hate to see things like this, but yeah, that's something we talked about it yesterday. You need to think of your own abilities that you have to use before your opponent can react. The thing is, he just swung. Opponent just take it super fast because it was a 7k swing. There's no way you will counter this one out. And then he remember, I need to flip my lives to use my lead ability. Opponent already took life, so yeah, it was a little bit too late to use, and now he's one lead ability behind, and that's already a big problem for him.
Now you're basically one turn behind, especially because the upcoming turn he would probably go for that Katakuri to ramp even more. Which is still possible. We are going to 6.
And he's the frustrating. I can understand that obviously because yeah, rules are rules, but you will not face any Pudding player that is not going to use his lead ability in the early game. But yeah.
Yeah, now you just need to calm down, keep your mindset fresh, and play your best to your game because, well, there is a lot to take in count now as well because as the previous match took over 30 minutes. So you have to win this one very fast. Well, to make it 1-1, but the best of 3 won't finish in a 2-1 score or a 1-2 score. It will either be 2-0 for the Emu player, or it will be 1-1 and we will go to overtime. That's basically that's already set. To how slow this matchup is, we do know the rest what will come.
Definitely. And now he is going to use his lead ability. Called it right in time. And now, of course, we know the 2 life. That's the only good point because he will use his lead ability anyway. So, yeah, it's not that bad that his opponent saw the lives the turn before, even if he cannot use his lead ability. Now we see the Garp event. After all these years, I'm losing my edge. That's a very interesting tech to bring to one of your leader or character against 1000 power during this battle. Then, if you have 10 or more cards in your trash, add up to 1 black character card with a cost of 3 or less from your trash to your hand. Definitely a good card.
Mm-hmm. A lot of Emu players tend to play it as a one-off at least.
Yeah, exactly. At least a one-off. Normal ratio, or the most ratio I saw is 2-off. But what I like about this card, you can protect your bot with it. The other 3k counter event is only for your leader. With this, you can give your character 1k, pick up a 2k from trash, and use that 2k as a counter. So it's basically the same, but you can also protect your board. Only downside is you cannot search it.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the card.
I also don't play it, to be honest.
No. But sometimes it can just give you that extra 2k, or important spots, give you Shirahoshi if you use her very well. But most of the cases you use Liberation, or am I saying it correctly? Not saying it correctly. But the +3k event. Or
the name is way too long. I cannot remember.
That's probably the card that I would play over it. And Never Existed is definitely the card that you are playing on 4, because +4 for only 1 Don, which you can see here. Bonkersaki, by the way, gets you +4 indeed.
Yep. You will not use the main effect in a different matchup than the mirror match, because the main ability from Never Existed is only for the mirror match, and you will also not use that only if you are playing against a new Emu that don't know that he has to play with the 1-cost stage in a mirror match.
But there's no 10 cost in hand.
No 10 cost, yeah. Still missing. We see some swings now.
Missing 10 cost is not as bad for the pudding as it would be for the Emu player, of course.
Yeah, definitely. So this could be just the Katakuri turn.
There is a 10 cost.
Are you going for it? Not sure, yeah. I think the 2k counter is definitely a better choice now. 7 cost pudding turn. Turn -2. Draw 2 cards, and now going to be able to play a Big Man Pirate with 6 to 8k power. There's the blocker Katakuri. And he got 2 Don left, so maybe another 2-cost Katakuri into 8 cost. Or slow beam. Let's see, but okay, he's going to use his 1-cost pudding again. Pretty smart.
He is getting that Don back anyway from the 8-cost Katakuri, so definitely play it. But the start is not very, very explosive right now. I don't think that the Don that he missed at the start would have mattered, because we still got to play our 6-cost Katakuri ramp, and we still got to the 10 Don turn with putting 8-cost Katakuri, and I don't think it would come 1 turn earlier, so the only punishment that we got is a little bit of the mindset. But yeah, it's very stressful. You're playing a top 16 match, there is a serial ace and a top 8 Shanks on the line, and you are the chosen match for stream. So
Definitely not an easy one. A Venus.
we'll ask some cards.
Yeah, he's going for the big swing. Again, he did it already in the first game. Now it's the second time he's going for it. 8k swing into 6. Of course, you are going to counter this one out with 2k, 1k.
We do see the 10 cost already in hand as well for Emu.
Did use his lead ability. Now putting. Go up to 10 done. And playing very fast, of course. You know what he's going for. So 5k swing into Venus. Another 5k swing into Venus. Both being countering out. Now 7k.
This will take the block, I guess. Seems like he wants to put a lot of pressure the upcoming turn as well.
Yeah. I think block, and then the 8k he will probably use his never existed. No, he's going for double 2k. So now he's going to block. Wow. That's a lot of counter for one Venus Judo, but yeah, he wants to make big pressure next turn.
Well, he will have a lot of swings. He will at least have 5 swings.
Yeah. And he's still on 3 life. He will draw for turn. He will find another card with a turn. And he can use lead ability, so can definitely go up to some cards in hand very fast. So we see 7 cost pudding being played. Now 8 cost Katakuri being played out from pudding ability to bring the 7 cost back to life. So he's heating up. Now we see we are going to claim the 1 piece. Find a 10 cost Charlotte Lindlin, 10 cost Mom. Oh, he's probably going to pass his turn with 2 Don up, but he's going to restand and to add up 1 Don from his Don deck. So strong turn. I like the yellow Katakuri in this matchup. Especially if you can bring your own pudding to life and then can play her next turn out.
I do wonder if it's worth for the Emu player to protect his board so hard for the 2 or 3 extra swings.
Definitely was a lot of counters for that Venus. Especially if there's no Jupiter on board. These swings are only 5k swings, so yeah. Interesting.
Yep, these are 5k, so you definitely want to counter these.
Yeah. Easy 1k here. Takuri is a 6k blocker. Because Venus Judo, when attacking, if you have 10 or more cards in trash, you can give one of your opponent characters minus 2k for this turn. So there is a
Leader ability.
Yeah, leader ability. Dash one of your characters with 5 Elder or with Celestial Dragon type. Draw 1 card. Oh, he's countering. Okay, how much Don can I split? Then use my 10 drop and probably 1 Don up. But with 2 blocker, 3 life, I don't think you need that counter event that much. Depends. Going for a 7k looks like it. No, he's just going for a 5k.
Yep, and here he is using the slow beam.
Yep. 2k power and the second Saturn being rested. Or just protected 2 wings with 1 card. Now we see the 5 Elders. Bishop Mars. And he will bring... Did you learn your sentence?
Ryoki Tenkai.
Yes, Ryoki Tenkai. Strong. There it is.
I had to look it up, but that is what I was looking for yesterday.
That's
English
fine.
translation domain expansion.
Yeah, also nice. All 5 elders on board now. The surge, the mass ability you are not going to use in this matchup.
Not
I
really
know
having a
it's-
target indeed, but yeah. Still,
Yeah.
of course, being able to KO a 5 cost and being a blocker, that's just insane.
Absolutely. And he's still got 5 done up. He's going for a... Is it 6 or 7? We don't know yet. There's no dice on it, so could be 6. Depends on how many
Nope.
cards are in trash.
Seems like it's a 7.
Yep, it is a 7.
He was very early at 7 cards already, so I can imagine it's already 19.
So double 2k. Now we will see a 9k swing from just take, and he's going to pass with 3 done up.
Pudding only has 5 cards left in hand, so
Just the 10 cost mom turn. Looks like it. He's going to defend his Venus Juro again. Already did it in the first game and doing it again. Now, enough to get rid of it. An 8k swing coming. And just use your both blockers here, I would say.
you do have the 10 cost, but I think he will remain to his game plan as using defense from his hand and try to swing every single turn as much as possible. So if he doesn't use... He has a 3 life, he is healthy, so I don't think he will block and just wants to swing a lot of 7s again the upcoming turn. Because Pudding is almost out of cards, and it's only 1 blocker, so last game at the end, Pudding had at least 10 cards in hand, and now...
Emu go down to 1 life. Another 8k swing coming. The reason why you don't swing here.
Just even goes to 0. Just because he wants to keep the swings, of course.
Exactly.
This deck has so much defense, you don't need to be afraid of any weird cards like, very good cards like Blue Pudding, which can mess up that all defensive tools in hand.
That's what I love the most. When I know I'm not playing against any blue deck, so I can pass my turns with 20 cards in hand and it doesn't matter. So he's starting off with a 7k swing from Saturn, 2k, 1k from hand. Lead ability, Smash Saturn, draw 1 card, 2 cards in hand, 2 life, 1 blocker, and 4 swings. Now you just need to counter. You know that with some counter events, 2 blockers, he will be safe, then you can just play out another 10 drop.
Definitely will. He's at 0 life, so... But if my opponent is taking his Don like this, I always think, oh, he's going for a game.
That's true, yeah.
And I'm sitting there with Bagua Giants, gear to 6-2Ks.
Yeah,
But
UP can easily counter out a 20k swing 3 times.
we already blocks right now.
Yep. Block, so this 7k swing is going through, then chance that he will go for game. No base trigger. Now he need to have a base trigger, or you're the one who should disappear to win this game. And let's see, no trigger, and that could be a big swing from Emu to win this game. And that will be a big swing from Emu, and that's enough.
Yep.
GG's, Emu.
GG.
Yeah, Emu just won the first top